Alrighty, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today's gonna be a Q&A video. So I ran a 10K giveaway on my channel a couple weeks ago when I hit 10,000, which was really exciting. And in that video, I told you guys I would be doing a future Q&A, so to leave your questions on that video. So I got a ton of questions, which I was super excited about, and I'm gonna answer them today. Also, side note, I got so many questions about Hunter and marriage and relationships and stuff like that we're going to film a separate Q&A just like on relationship and marriage stuff separately. So you're going to get 2 Q&As out of this. So today is just going to be like any other questions that weren't related to that, and then there'll be a second Q&A coming. Anyways, let's hop straight in. Alright, so a lot of the questions were kind of like duplicates or multiples. Like a lot of people ask the same thing, so I'm going to kind of try and cover off on like the most like frequently asked. So the first one that I got a lot, of course, was like what inspired me to start my channel, and how did I kind of get like the confidence to start it. So I started watching YouTube in probably right when I graduated high school, and it's how I like learned to do my makeup. So I fell in love with it and I got super addicted. I just fell in love with it, and I loved the format, and I loved that like you could get to know people through video and learn a lot of things. So then after that, when I graduated college, I watched it through college, and then I got a job at the Mac counter doing makeup because I really wanted to learn more about artistry, and I knew a lot from YouTube, but I wanted to like actually practice it. So I started working there, and then after that, I started working for a blogging company actually that like helps bloggers, YouTubers, like fashion bloggers, home bloggers, like help them make money online. That's kind of the gist of it. And yeah, I learned like everything I know about the blogging world at that company. So then like knowing that I loved YouTube and I always wanted to start my own channel, I just like didn't really know how. And then working at Mac and getting like the artistry experience and always like loving fashion and beauty and like all of those things. And then when I got the like knowledge of the industry, I was kind of like, okay, like I have to start one because I saw like the potential just for I don't know, making it like a full-time job, and it's just so much fun. It's like a creative way to express yourself and kind of create anything you want. And for me, it was totally an outlet where I could share like all my beauty favorites, all like the fashion things I love, like styling outfits. Like it's just seriously like it would be like the dream job scenario, like just getting to create like what you want and building like a community. It's just really cool. So that was really what inspired me to start doing it, and I questioned it for a really, really long time, but I had so much encouragement from Hunter, my husband, and my family, and everyone was like, you just need to go for it, just take the plunge. And it felt really awkward when I first started, and I was like, I don't know how to do videos, like I don't know how to make this schedule. It was really, really challenging and felt really weird, but it's kind of what inspired me, and I love every second of it so far. I just like all I do is think about my channel. Like all I want to do is make more videos, like have more time to dedicate, and I do work full time and do this, so it's a little bit hard to balance, but I'm doing my best. So yeah, spinning off of that, another question I saw got asked a lot was how do I kind of like manage my time with YouTube and a full-time job and like a husband and like all that stuff. So I think that it was like a couple of things. One, I feel like when I got into my 20s, like I feel like I really started to mature a lot, and that just came with like taking on more responsibility and just like accepting the fact that like I had to become an adult. So it's kind of crazy, like adulting is just insane, and it's like such a crazy process to go through, but I think once you accept the responsibility for everything, then you can kind of do whatever you want. So my tips for kind of balancing it all is to be super organized, and it kind of sucks sometimes because I feel like it takes away from like the spontaneity of life, or going out and like, you know, getting drinks with friends or things like that. And I do try to kind of keep it all balanced, but I do get really stressed out sometimes. I like literally plan everything on a schedule, so I know exactly like when I get home from work, what meal I'm cooking, what time I'm going to the gym, I know which day of the week I'm going to film. I usually film like all my videos on one day because it's just, I can't film at night when it's dark out because I don't have any light. Stuff like that. Like I just schedule everything out, and that's like I have to stick to it or things just like won't get done. So I think like I've really established like a balance of everything. It's still like a really full plate. Like I get stressed and anxious a lot, but I just do my best to kind of like keep pushing through it and actually really like working a lot. So it helps me kind of like stay distracted and like gives me things to do. And actually like my YouTube channel, I feel like is kind of a good outlet for like my anxiety. Like it keeps me distracted and it doesn't let me like fret about too much. So I'm really thankful for that, and I feel like I needed something to like pour my everything into. So yeah, I think most of you will probably already know this, but someone asked me what my career is outside of YouTube and like what's my favorite thing about YouTube. So my career outside of YouTube, I actually work for Sephora Corporate, and I work on our private label brand Sephora Collection. I do like social media stuff for them, like our Instagram, and I work with bloggers for the brand and stuff like that. So it's all very like related to YouTube and everything, which is really fun because it's like goes kind of hand in hand. And then YouTube I just do on the side. So I usually am editing every night when I get home. I'm filming on the weekends, and like my schedule is like fully packed. Like there's really not a lot of spare time, but I love it, and I love creating like different videos for YouTube, like sharing like the favorite products that I'm loving, or like showing you guys like new outfits and styling. It kind of gives me like a reason to like, I don't know, like dress up and like try new things, and like I already like those things anyways, but it's just a more fun way to kind of experience them and like share them with people. And the reason I love YouTube so much specifically as a platform over anything else is like the connection with the people and getting to like talk on camera and like connect with the viewers. It's like I feel like it's a really, really strong connection versus like just like an Instagram page or a blog. So that's what I love about it. Someone asked my favorite thing working at Sephora. I would say just like seeing the beauty industry from like a larger perspective. Like it's really interesting to just kind of see how it all works together and like everything that goes on and everything that goes into it. And we're seriously like the umbrella for like every beauty brand. So it's just interesting to kind of like hear all the behind the scenes stuff and get to like see what's happening. Like for instance, when like Jaclyn Hill and Becca did their collab, like, you know, we know about it like 6 months before or a year before it even comes out. So it's just cool things like that, you know, you get to see like what's going on before it even happens. So I like that stuff, and just like being exposed to how like products are made and yeah, talking about them. It's just interesting. I like love beauty, so I love it. It's like I couldn't work like anywhere else that would be a better fit. Okay, someone asked my career goals. So for right now, I'm really enjoying my experience at Sephora. I love my team. I love what I'm doing, and I plan on just kind of like excelling in that role a little bit more and growing in it and like getting like more and more experience until I decide that I like want to do something else if I get inspired to change it up. But yeah, I like love working. I feel like it keeps me sane, and I think it's a really important thing for like life in general. So I love that. However, I also really love my YouTube channel, and I would love nothing more than for this to become like my career and full-time job. So yeah, I guess the answer would be YouTube to become my full-time career. So I hope I can make that happen. I'm definitely like not even close, but hopefully one day it turns into that. What keeps me grounded when I'm busy with work, videos, editing, family, etc. And where I get my inspiration from. So yeah, the way that I kind of like keep going is, well, I think that my husband is like very entrepreneurial spirited, and so am I, and so are like my parents and like all my sisters, like very like driven. And I think like just being around people like that and like constantly being encouraged to like go after things that we want or go after your dreams is like really motivating. So that keeps me really motivated all the time to like keep going and keep growing. And it's like what else am I gonna do? Like, nothing. So this is like my passion, and I'm like, I gotta go for it. Like, maybe not one person will subscribe to my channel, but I enjoy it and I like it, and I'm just gonna keep doing it, you know, until I'm not motivated anymore. But I don't see how that could happen. It's just like, I would love to like be my own boss one day. What keeps me grounded, I would say definitely like friendships and relationships. I feel like I've learned more and more and more how important those are, and like really having like deep and authentic relationships with like girlfriends and family and your spouse if you have one. It's just really important that you like find people that really love and care about you, and even if that's not like a big group of people, they can just like keep you, you know, they give you encouragement, and they like actually care about your well-being and can kind of keep you on track and keep you in check. Okay, some other people asked me what my favorite YouTuber or personalities are. Oh my gosh, I have so many. Lately, I've been absolutely obsessed with Sophia and Cinzia. They are from the UK, and they're like two best friends that have like a fashion, beauty like channel. They do like tons of Q&As and like girl talks and stuff. I'm literally like addicted to them right now. Like, I cannot stop watching. I'm like working my way through like their archives. Like, I'm watching every single video, but they're so funny and they're so cute. Like, they would be girls I feel like I'd be friends with, and I would like want to collab with them like on their channel or something. I don't know. They're just really cool and super funny and entertaining. So check them out. I also love watching vlogs. I love like Alexandria Garza. I like Naomi Boyer. She's like a really small like fashion YouTuber. She's really cute. I love Liv Vargas. She's like a vegan college student out of LA. She's so cute. I love her personality, and she is super into fitness. I like Maddie Bernard, Emma Hill, Sarah's Day. Oh my god, Sarah's Day. How could I forget? She's an Australian like fitness girl. She's amazing. Yeah, so I'll list them down below. You guys can check them out. But I like watching like a little bit of everything. I like to watch vlogs. I like beauty gurus, fashion, like I love like Desi and Jacqueline, those girls, and then I also like to watch like fitness and health. So I'm like all over the board because I like to watch everything. How do I decide what to share on YouTube and what not to share on YouTube? So this for me, I really try to approach my channel like I want to be like 100% me on my channel. Like, I don't want to fake anything or try and like be anyone that I'm not, and that can be really hard because if you're not like, you know, growing as fast, then, you know, you might feel like you need to like be this or be that, or, you know, I just really try to remind myself like, no, I'm gonna stay myself, and I'm really just gonna be totally me, and stay true to myself. So that's, you know, I want to like be super authentic with you guys and like go deeper like in certain topics, and be like vulnerable and like share things with you guys, and I think it's kind of like a two-way street though. Like, if people like don't want to see that from me, then I'm not gonna like really expose it. So yeah, I think I definitely like want my personality to like come out across like on camera. It can be really hard though to like act normal behind the camera, and I feel like I've finally gotten comfortable doing that. But yeah, it's just like I like sharing those like really real moments, so I keep all of that stuff in. Things that I wouldn't show would just be like things that I don't think are helpful for anybody. You know, I always try to make sure like it's like videos are like 10 minutes, so it's like not that long to like get everything in there that you want and make sure everything is super beneficial to the viewer or the audience. So I try to keep that in mind, but also be like a real human that you guys can like connect to, you know. Somebody asked, and this is a girl that like said she's got like a ghost viewer, she never comments, so I really appreciated that she commented. Her name's Laura, and she asked me, she said she also has really fine and thin hair, and it's one of her biggest insecurities, and her question is, how do I learn to like embrace my hair? So honestly, my hair is my number one like probably insecurity about myself. I have a multitude of them, as most girls and guys do, but my hair for sure is like really hard for me. I really wish that I had like thicker like luscious hair. I just really don't like it, and it's frustrating. But I think the way that I learned to embrace it was I really learned like how to like mess with it to like make it closer to what I want. I work with like a ton of like hair extensions, and all of this I learned like from YouTube. Like I just play around with tons of products. I play around with hair extensions, all that stuff, and I just like own it. Like I'm like, I know I have fine and thin hair, and it just is what it is. And it's funny because it's one of my biggest insecurities. Like all my friends are always like, seriously, your hair is like not that thin, like I think it's just you. So I just know like there's really nothing I can do to change it. So once you kind of like accept that it just is the way it is, you can kind of do your best to kind of work with it. So I don't know, just don't stress out about it too much. It's just hair. It doesn't define everything that you are and your being. Just be confident. Like honestly, people are gonna like you because your hair is thin. They're gonna like you because of who you are. So just rock it and be yourself and be happy. I also asked what like hair masks I would recommend or things like for hydrating and stuff. Lately, I can't use too many hair masks on my hair or they'll weigh it down. I do really like Olaplex, which they just started carrying at Sephora. I'll link it down below. But that's a really nice hair mask that's not like way too heavy, but your hair will just be flat the next day. So you kind of just have to accept that. But it's a fantastic mask for your hair and really good quality. But also what I do just like after the shower, I'll put like a very light amount of hair oil on my hands and just run it through the ends, and that keeps it kind of hydrated. It doesn't need a lot because it's super thin and fine. So just a little bit daily, and it just keeps it kind of juiced and hydrated. Okay, someone asked me what products I would recommend for anti-aging, specifically skin texture, scars, pores, or fine lines. So two things. One, I would say definitely exfoliation, and I mean that in a topical exfoliation. So not like a scrub with like beads or anything like that. Like I'm talking like things with like glycolic and like acid in them. So what I use are glycolic pads on like a daily basis once in the morning, and what they do is they just keep like shedding new skin, and it just like resurfaces everything. And that is like the best thing you can do for anti-aging, is like to turn over like your skin cells like constantly. So there's an amazing product at Sephora, the Dr. Jart Alpha Beta Glow Pads. They're kind of like they're like a pad or like a wipe, so very similar, and I've heard amazing things about them. I've never actually tried them, but I think they're really similar to what I use, and you can check out more about those like pads in my skincare routine if you want. I'll link it down below. Second tip would be to like really moisturize. Like I started moisturizing from like a young age, and I love moisturizer. I just think it's like the number one thing you can do for anti-aging. So make sure you're using moisturizer on your face, on your body. Even if you have oily skin, you need to moisturize, and also stay out of the sun as much as you can. I think I heard recently from another YouTuber that 75% of wrinkles come from just sun exposure, which is insane. So I knew, like, everyone always says like, oh, sun exposure, but when I heard that, I was like, whoa, like 75%, that's crazy. That means like the only like 25% of it is like just like natural aging. Like all of it is from the sun. So enough said there. Stay out of the sun or wear a lot of sunscreen. Okay, someone else asked me what my favorite mascara is, and right now I have one like high-end that I really like and one drugstore I really like. One is the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir mascara. So freaking amazing, which is actually not that high-end. I think it's like $24, but it's, you know, a higher-end mascara. And then for a drugstore, like dupe or even like something just as good is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara, which I tried recently and I'm obsessed. Ask me what's my favorite primer and foundation combo. I actually am not a huge primer person. I'm trying to become one. Because I do like notice that my foundation sometimes like throughout the day I have to wear it for a really long time, and it's not always like looking perfect at the end of the day. So what I tend to lean towards is instead of like a primer, I always use like a really hydrating moisturizer or hydrating serum, because I find that my skin like accepts the foundation better if it's really moisturized, and that actually helps it stay longer. So that's my first answer. And then secondly, my favorite foundation at the moment is the Maybelline Matte and Poreless. Wait, Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, and also the new NARS Longwear Foundation. It's amazing. So another hair question, someone asked me what I thought about tape-in extensions and if I've tried them. Yes, I have tried them. I actually got them in for my wedding, which was now like 2 years ago, but I really enjoyed them. They are great because you can put them in and out like in, I think, like every 8 weeks, so they're not like super long. But what I didn't like about them is that I like to put my hair up a ton, and you can't really like wear it high on your head because the tape will kind of show. You can definitely do it like low and they'll all be covered, but I love wearing like a top knot like all the time when my hair gets dirty, so that was a little bit hard for me. I've actually considered getting them again, just because I want to try them, but I think they're really great and worth trying. And if they, like, a lot of people really like them because they're like low maintenance and they're awesome, and they're so flat, like you literally can't feel them on your head, which is great. So yeah, I liked them and I would get them again. It's just that's the only thing. More hair questions. What's my current favorite shampoo and conditioner for fine hair? I actually recently discovered like a really good one when I was down in Palm Springs. I got one at the grocery store, and it's like a natural brand for oily hair. It was like a tea tree one. I will link it down below. But that was pretty dang good because for us fine and thin haired girls, like the oil is such an issue. I really found that kept the oil at bay. And then I just make sure to keep my ends like moisturized with conditioner. Love the Living Proof, just like daily clean shampoo. It's just a clarifying. I actually prefer it over like a fullness one. It just really does like a cleaning job, and I really like that about it. Just gets all the product out. It doesn't like strip my hair or make it flat or voluminous. It's just like a very neutral one. Okay, someone asked where's my favorite place to shop for cute jewelry. I love Miranda Fry lately. These are the 2 necklaces that I'm wearing right now. They sent these to me and I'm actually like obsessed with them. I wear them every single day. And I have a discount code. It's Julia10. I'll leave it in the description down below in case you forget, but they have really awesome pieces and they're good quality for a really affordable price. I also love Urban Outfitters. That's where I get a lot of my earrings, and I also just like look on like Instagram. I see a lot of brands on there that I like Bagatiba and Vanessa Mooney. So just all over. Okay, and then the last few questions, someone asked me like how I got into fashion and how I put outfits together. How I got into fashion, I have seriously always loved fashion. Like I can remember since I was little, I was obsessed with clothes and just like, I don't know, I think for me it's like maybe creative, and that's like why I really like it. I just love like wearing cool outfits and like dressing up and like styling different things. I just love it and like comes naturally to me. So it's just something that I really enjoy. And in terms of like putting outfits together, that's just kind of intuition too. But one thing I've been doing like for a while, which is really helpful if you don't really know where to start, go to like your favorite websites. Like it could be really expensive that you can't really shop at. Like I love going to forward.com, like Elise Walker, or Barney's or My Teresa, like really high-end websites, and I'll look at like the really beautiful designer pieces and like how they style those, and then I'll do like a kind of look for less, or I'll be like, ooh, that would be really cool to wear that's so different. Let me see if I can find kind of like a cheaper version, and then see how they style it and kind of like pull what you have that might be similar, and then just start from there, and you can start tweaking based off like looking in the mirror like how everything looks. So that's a good way to kind of help yourself put them together, but I could also make like a more detailed video on that if you guys want. Okay, so this video is going to be super long, so I'm going to cut it off here. There were so many more questions that I couldn't get to. Maybe I'll do a round 2 of the Q&A to like get through the rest in a future video, but thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you again for 10K. If you have any other questions, definitely leave them on this video, and I'll do another Q&A. I would love to do these like monthly. I feel like they're really fun. So anyways, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in a couple days in my next video. Mwah! Bye!